Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bazby TV. This is going to be Christiana Comprehensive History Part 28. I had not realized today was going to be the day that Geno Samuel uploaded this. I was just going to plan on sleeping all the way up until I had to go to work, but got the notification. I was like, oh shit, I guess I gotta go make the video. But yeah, 28, and I guess from what I understand this is the last one we're going to get for the year, so part 29 should probably be out sometime early January, mid-January, but it's okay. This is how we're going to end the year with a bang. So if you're new here, you should definitely subscribe. It would mean a whole lot to me, and let's go ahead and get into the video.
What made him this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
I still want that belt buckle. I just can't seem to find it because I have looked.
On May 13th, 2010, someone who called herself Daria Camacho announced herself in a blog post on the Wikipedia, claiming that she was a fan manager who was hired as a temporary sysop to help run the website until Christian returned from his hiatus. She proceeded to make numerous changes and additions across the site, in the interest of making the front page in particular more aesthetically pleasing and presentable to new visitors. She was apparently not an approved member of staff, as Chris continually reverted any changes she made to the site. Daria was later revealed to have been an alias of the sysop of the Asperpedia, Mao. On May 15th, Chris recorded a video discussing the recent murder of the University of Virginia lacrosse player, Thirdly Love.
I understand recently that there was a girl who was murdered at UVA by her ex-boyfriend.
Of course.
Was on the lacrosse team. Very sad. For a woman, you just get the door in and banged her head against the wall, totally ruined her right side and right side of her head. Died from that.
Wait.
And then he took her computer because apparently there was an email on there that he sent her, and he didn't want that to get out. Or got up by now. That's very sad.
Make choices, man. Make choices.
I hope that they haven't done so already, that the lacrosse team for UVA wins in memory of that girl. And yeah, it was not an accident, so that the dude claims it was. You get like 20 years in jail.
I mean, it's murder. Life is like 24 years, I think.
Jail time and hard time. Banging rocks, making license plates. They can repay debt to society for shock from this girl's murder. Yeah, also the other events around the world. It's slipped my mind right now, but I do watch the news. And when I have a thought about a recent event that I feel is worthwhile talking about, and I will. I will record it and I will talk about it. And also, yeah, autism, and I'll mention about that from my point of view. Apparently, not just the fact that we are unable to socialize. But at least from my point of view, in a crowded event or section, very crowded, where it's not easy for me to get much attention, I just likely tend to freeze up vocally.
Well, that's a lot of people. Autism or no autism.
I do body language fair enough, but it's like, can't get a word out my throat, even not even as much as a hello. I am am not a bad man. I have no intention, anything negative of that sort. I'm just damn shy from the autism. Hang me up. I am working on that. I just need help from. I just need help from my real friends, real people. Because I can't just expect women to fall into my lap like that. If it was that easy, then at this point, especially over the internet, definitely be an action of a troll. So I can tell a difference right there. Maybe paranoid. You did. Damn trolls. Maybe all of that for today, and wait till another day when I have another thought about recent events. Have a good day.
On May 20th, Chris made a video mostly discussing his favorite comedians, notably wearing his new trucker-style outfit.
Oh
I
god.
just started up this video to keep you all a little update about myself. You know, I'm doing well, so and for your information, my father is alive and well, so that rumor is false. My father is alive and well.
There's a rumor he was dead.
Let's talk about famous comedy people. Y'all know I like from class in the classics, Lucille Ball. Hello, friends. Give me a vitamin down. Vitamin down. This. You put that buddies. I am popular. All you problems. This pill bottle. Find me a vitamin. And I also like Red Skelton.
Who are these people?
Okay, we are going to be we're going to the parade. Yeah, float that we. Now this float that we run, it looked like the back end of a Cadillac. Then something happened.
Sorry, I'm putting on socks. It's cold.
Went out of control and crazy, and we ended up in the McGriffin Park Lake. Two ducks swam by, and one to the other and said, "Gertrude, who hatched that thing?" I also like Jerry Seinfeld. He's very funny. I watch his show every day on TBS. You know, I would definitely like to see this. You know, even as a video response from.
Hey,
Jerry
Seinfeld's the
himself,
greatest show ever made. Fight me.
his view on autistic people, especially the high functioning autistics like myself. You know, and also think about this. I'd probably sound like Jerry Seinfeld. And you know, this could be a comedy routine for himself. You know, that he could do for autistics.
Well, I mean, you can't do that now. It'd be considered insensitive. He'd be canceled on Twitter immediately.
Autistic teenage boy here, and you know, I was introduced, so he opened up to me right away, and then later at this picnic, this community picnic, I see him over there, and he wants to meet himself a lady, so he's hanging out over there. I don't see him talking to the ladies. He's just smiling and being silent. He ain't gonna go anywhere unless he talks to the ladies. But then again, that's part of the autism right there. He just tends to blank out when he's not introduced to people because he's scared of the unknown. Yeah. But anyway, I would definitely like to hear Jerry Seinfeld's opinions, views, or a comedy sketch about autistic people. Because I wanted to ask him about that. Oh yeah, also, you know, another Jewish dude I like, that strikes me as funny, Brad Garrick, you know, from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, I hate that show.
The guy from Till Death. He also actually starred in an episode of Seinfeld I read, where he steals Jerry's car. You know, and I have nothing against the Jewish people. I mean, they're people too, and I got nothing against the Jewish community.
Why are we talking about
they have
this?
Their views, and we have our views.
Where did this come from, Chris?
I mean, they're people, we're people. No problem. I know I said signals about that past point. Oh, hey, you know, another dude I like? Larry the quote-unquote cable guy. Peter Dane! Funny dude, you know. He definitely could, but he definitely
I
has
don't
a
like
problem
any of these guys. I mean,
the,
Seinfeld's okay.
being the cable guy. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely think they would have, like he was dressed, they would have called him Larry the Trucker Man. Trucker Man. Yeah. Oh, and also, you know, speaking of impressions, here's Pierre Cullen. Autobots. Transform. Pull out. Bumblebee, I need you to go and time this.
Is that Optimus Prime?
What they're doing over. Spot on, dead on, Pierre Cullen right there.
No. Bro.
Anyway, I'll leave you
No.
with that and those
Is
impressions.
that fucking Mountain Dew in the background?
Until another time when I have another thought or whatever. Have a good day. Peace.
On May 26th, the Wikipedia was hacked by Mao and once again opened to edits from the public, vandalizing it and republishing the false troll-created Sonichu issue 11. Christian, feeling defeated, filmed a video the following day, stating that he did not want to deal with the website anymore.
Look, all you people there, or all you people who mock me and torment me, you trolls, I'm sick and tired of having to deal with you. You do not need to be hacking into my crap and stuff. You do doing that, and you should never do that. I would never even do that. I am trying to improve myself. I am working on myself in real life. I am not lazy.
Whew, you liar.
So much a man-child as I was before. And I am active within my community, looking for new friends to hang out with and talk to.
I think what you need to do is adopt a highway. So you can name it whatever the hell you want. You can name the highway Quickville or Sonic Chew or whatever, and then just stay out there and pick up trash. I think it'd be good for your health, man.
Especially the women. I do not need to repeat myself. I am straight. I love women. And I am not going to be on the internet much because I have been turned off of the internet because of you damn trolls.
Your life would have been like 100% better if you just never made another video, Chris.
Of the internet. Real life is so much better than the internet. You know, glue yourselves to your computers, every last one of you, and y'all are becoming autistic-like.
Oh, join the club.
Your computers. Nobody, not too many people are socializing in real life anymore. They're just glued to their computer.
Matrix.
That's a world that we do. I mean, technology supposedly. I'll tell you one thing: not being sociable in real life. You need to get yourselves away from your computers and your sheltered lives. Go out and socialize in real life.
I socialize at work. I don't have to see anybody.
Go find your own sweethearts, or if you already found them, go talk to them and hang out with them and everything. I do not need to have to update my good name is my own good name, and nothing on the internet changed that fact. Everything on the internet may as well be considered false. If you really want to know the truth, you have to talk to me in person, real life.
Why not just make a video on it?
I'm not going to be pushed around anymore by anybody on the internet.
And then proceeds to get pushed around by everybody on the internet.
Play outside of the state, outside of my world, on the computer. The only ones that I will associate with and possibly trust are those closest to life. Computer head, go get your own life. Away from the computer. People meeting people on the internet supposedly is an improvement in relationships, but you know what? I disagree heavily. Improvement on what socially? Nothing. We're best socializing in real life, talking on the telephone. We do not need.
The fuck is the difference from talking on the phone to talking on the computer? It's the same thing. You're not around the person.
Y'all have become slaves to your own damn thing.
He's right about that. We have.
Think about it.
Bro, we can't even go to Walmart without having our phone on us.
Clarifying the copyright situation concerning Sonichu.
I am making this video to state a point. Firstly, I do not disown Sonichu or any of the rights, so therefore the current use of it on what was the Wikipedia by Alan Bigson Leary and Vivian G is not official. I still maintain all rights of Sonichu. They do not. And the misunderstanding of the Sonichu rights being transferred to the Wikipedia is false. It's just I gave the Wikipedia permission to display my work. I allowed that. But now that I have given up the Wikipedia, since I relinquished the Wikipedia, I took back all Sonichu rights with that. Therefore, I'm still the main owner of Sonichu. I have
the main owner, as if there's more owners.
So there.
I mean, I guess Sega and Nintendo.
And trolls, you're not gonna get me to go back online so easily. You scared me off of the internet.
But you're making a video for the internet.
So you can go find somebody else online to pick on. You think I'm gonna come back? No. You have to wait. You have a long wait before you hear from me again, or ever being able to lure me back. So there. You can quit pestering my friends as well to try to get me to go back, because they're for me of staying off of the internet. So there. Have a good day.
Chris received a reply in the form of an update on the Wikipedia, which was now in control of the persons behind the Asperpedia. They posted a copy of Christian's certificate of copyright registration with an annotation stating that the document implied that Sonichu was created for use on the Wikipedia, which was purchased by Alec Benson Leary, meaning that Leary now owned the rights to Sonichu. On June 4th, Christian attended Fridays After 5, an outdoor concert event held in Charlottesville from spring until fall. During the show, he got drunk and then drove to the game place in order to take a picture of the owner, Michael Snyder,
Oh,
so that
no.
he could use the printout as a dartboard and shoot at his face. He arrived at the Game & Hobby store and quickly confronted Snyder, who was soon accompanied by 2 police officers who came from the nearby shopping center. Chris tried to drive away, but was chased down by Michael, who nearly got hit by his car, forcing Chris to stop. Snyder provided a brief account of the event in the form of a YouTube comment. Christian is in my parking lot right now being grilled by the police. Took pictures of my daughter and tried to run me over with his car. They witnessed this, and I bet they still do nothing about it. The police listened to his side of the story, made him delete any photos he had taken off his camera, and as Snyder had predicted, was allowed to return home with a warning. Christian decided not to tell his parents about this incident. A few days later, he posted a YouTube video telling his side of the story.
At this moment, I have an understanding that there are misconceptions and rumors being spread about me, which I would like to state right off that spreading rumors about anybody, especially to make them look terrible, is just not cool. But anyway, first off, I would like to state I do not quote-unquote diddle my cats.
Alright, Shane Dawson.
The only parts I touch on them are their back and their heads. Nothing more.
I was not expecting this part to show up.
Anyway, after that, let me tell you about what happened last Friday, the 4th of June. Okay, so it was after Fridays After 5. I went over to the bar and I had a bud. Bottle of bud.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you had a
And
bud. I was
went
like,
to childcare
Chris.
on my DS. I waited to the hour, but then about 3/4 of an hour through, because I had a camera in my possession right then, and the impulse of, hey, I'll go over the place and take a picture of Michael Snyder so that I could print it out later and use it as a dartboard. And so then I drove over to the parking lot of the place in front of Staples, and then I made my way to the window to take a picture of him and nobody else. I was not alone there in front of the window. There was another dude who was apparently on his side and recognized me. I wanted to start a fight, but in a fight or flee, I decided to flee. So I went to my car, but then ran in and got Michael, and then Michael jumped in front of my car. He jumped in front of my car.
That old man jumped in front of his car, guys.
My hood. He was looming over my windshield. It was horrifying. So I backed my car up. And I backed it up to my right. And I see that there was like a couple of police cars in front of me, so that was like the wrong way to go. I should have backed up the other way. So to go around them, I went to another aisle and I drove through that, and then I decided to make a left turn, bad move right there, because he jumped in front of my car again, risking his own life. I could have been going top speed. He was lucky he didn't get hurt, as far as I know. But I did not run him over. Jumped in front of my car, so I back up. I try going around. And then this woman, I do not know who the blank she is. She jumps in front of my car, so I stop again. And then I start backing up, and then I get stuck from behind, and then I'm trapped between police and Michael and whoever the hell this woman was.
Whoever.
So then I sorted out with the police. They deleted the pictures, and the woman came to me right up front and accused me of things like, see naked pictures on me on the internet, and then accused me of child pornography. I am not a pornographer of any sort.
Shit.
And any naked pictures on the internet were either tricked from me by the trolls, where they deceived me, or I was blackmailed. And there were a number of blackmailings, as they have rat themselves out on their websites, such as the Quickie or even the Encyclopedia Germanica webpage. Anyway, and also Michael basically loomed into me, and he said, basically shouted from me, "You're dead! You're dead!"
I mean, look, if you took a picture of my kid too, it's exactly my reaction.
Give him a charge of verbal harassment. He was already under trouble for quote-unquote trespassing. And then, so with that, I told the police about. I reminded them, eventually, of the trolls of the internet that have been going against me. So I warned them of websites such as the Quickie.
Well, they're never gonna go to your site.
And I named a troll or two. I'm not gonna say who I named.
What the fuck are they gonna do? They're not gonna do shit.
But the point is, the only picture I was taking were of Michael Snyder. Nobody else. No children. I want to make that very clear. And also, I do not want any more rumors spread at all. It's bad enough you have to have messed up my once good name and have it transferred to real life, which I basically got that impression firsthand for practically the first time. So prove that theory. And it made me feel sad because I am not the villain. The trolls are the villains. Because they troll me. They make up the crap, exaggerate or twist around my truth, my spoken word. And they give me wrongful mislabelings. I'm straight. They use damn Photoshop. Make it look like otherwise. I want to go back to a normal life.
Then get off the internet, Chris.
And one way I can do that, to help go back to do that, is to quell the bad reputation. So, again, I encourage everybody who looks me up on the internet, since I have removed most everything about myself personally, don't believe anything on the internet about me. Don't believe anything on the internet about me. Christian Weston Chandler, Ruckersville, Virginia, United States. I leave y'all with that. Bid y'all good day or evening, depending on the time zone.
Chris indeed made great efforts to remove himself from the internet. Nevertheless, even though he stopped making YouTube videos, he began using an application for the handheld console Nintendo DSi called Flipnote Studio, which allowed users to create text-based or image-based drawings and frame-by-frame animations by using a stylus.
Oh, that's
Users
cool.
could share, comment on, and rate their creations via the online partner application Flipnote Hatina. His first Flipnote was a picture of Sonichu.
Fucking Christ.
His account was quickly discovered by trolls and shared on the wiki. On June 18th, Chris made another appearance at Fridays After 5, which seemingly had become a regular hangout of his. YouTube user Zero Archie Bunker Zero, who was aware of Christian, happened to also be there and took photos and videos of him. During the event, he wore his now signature denim vest, along with a red t-shirt which apparently read, "I enjoy vagina." He was documented dancing during a rock band performance surrounded...
I need to know, real quick, because I know my friend Electric Jelly Beans is going to be watching this. How do you feel when you hear things like that? How do you feel every time you hear him like talk about that, do the little face expressions? Just, oh my god, because it cringes me out, and I can only imagine being a woman, like how that would affect you.
by children and some of their accompanying guardians. He would also take frequent breaks and sit down, playing with his Nintendo DSi, likely commenting on other users' flip notes or drawing his own. At a later point, he pulled back his t-shirt to reveal his bare abdomen and sports bra, on which "Want Woman" was written in permanent marker. This seemed to have been a simplified reimagining of his attraction sign from nearly a decade prior. During the second half of June, Christian created near daily Flipnotes, supplanting YouTube with Flipnote Hatina as his creative outlet. His first animation, Ultimate Nightmare, was a simple 2-frame effort of a stick figure walking at a rate of 1/8 of a millimeter per hour, as per the description. The video was also accompanied by sustained high-pitched synth whine. On June 22nd, Chris watched a Flipnote animation created by user 8-Bit about not engaging with trolls. 8-Bit had made the animation available to be downloaded and edited by other users, such as Chris, who re-uploaded a remixed version of the animation with some of his own alterations. For example, he changed overlaid text to say encouraging words about having a safe, happy life offline and not starting any relationships over the internet. In addition, the short clip of Sonic was replaced with Sonichu. Christian credited 8-Bit both in the description and in the final 2 cards. 2 days later, he uploaded an original animation called Hippo on Your Head.
You have a hippo on your head. Yeah. Don't just stand there while I ladder on me. Dear Sir. Hello. I'm Buck Williams.
He also created many sock puppet accounts so that he could give himself high ratings and views. On June 25th, Chris uploaded a 2-part animation called Random Humor 1, which was largely copied from an episode of the cartoon series The Charlie Brown and Snoopy Show.
Some numbers can't be trusted. These are threes. Did you know that you can never trust threes? See? Threes turn sideways and pretend that they're M's or N's. And sometimes they turn themselves around to make you think that they're E's. Weird, huh? And sometimes they'll even lie on their backs, pretend they're W's. Come back. I'll show you some sixes who like to pretend they're noses.
Oh my god.
I'm practicing my eeks. Eeks. Eeks are very important if you're writing a story about a sexy, beautiful woman in peril. There's a sexy, beautiful woman living in her apartment. She was hanging in her room one day, and suddenly a mouse came in. Eeks, she cried. If you want to write a good story about a sexy, beautiful woman in peril, you would have to be able to write a good eek. An ox probably would have killed me.
I gotta say, I didn't wake up today expecting to watch something like
Hey,
this.
dude, where's your sister? Where is right? I'm practicing my whys. Why? No, whys. I drew a whole row of them. Oh. Uh-oh's whys. I see. I see. Who's saving my eyes and sees? These are whys. Don't you ever listen? Gee. Not G's, whys. Now pay attention. These are U's. They don't look like me at all. Ow! What you hit me for? You're an idiot. Okay.
Okay.
Next, he uploaded a song concerning a farmer and a cow.
Hey there, Moo. What you gonna do? Are you gonna give me some milk today? Moo. Moo. What?
Chris then provided an impersonation of the character Cheese from the animated series Foster's Home for
Oh
Imaginary
my
Friends.
god, I hated that show.
Oh, that chocolate milk. Tinkle, tinkle in the car. Use a beater, use a jar. I guess. I like cereal. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
On June 27th, Christian uploaded a series of factual statements about himself, following a popular Flipnote Hatina trend at the time. These included, I am an honest, good, and decent man. I am a fun, loyal, sociable, and cool friend. And I enjoy making women feel good. The video was soon removed due to
Electric jelly beans,
real
talk
life
to me.
was against Flipnote Hatina's guidelines. The next day, joined in on a trend where a Flipnote Hatina user created a plain basis of 2 characters and tagged other users. They had to download the Flipnote and add their own personal touches to the image, completing it. They would in turn tag other users so they could contribute their own version of the sketch, and so on. Even though Chris wasn't tagged, he delivered his own take on the image anyway, morphing the anime-style characters
Aw, South Park.
Sonichu and Rosechu. He then
Okay.
tagged 21 accounts who had left comments on his previous posts, many of whom possessed troublesome Flipnote IDs, such as Ghost of Bob Chandler, Asperger's Syndrome, and My Duck is Bent. However, Christian logged the animation, meaning that no one could actually contribute to it and continue the chain.
My duck has been.
Chris published his 10th contribution to Flipnote, an animated recreation of an erotic dream of his, in which he and a woman are floating in a labyrinth filled with water. When they see each other, the stick figure representing Chris gets an erection. They instantly fall in love and move in closer for a kiss. Chris then wakes up, wishing to know that woman in his life. He then expels something from the lower half of his body, but given the limiting color palette and lack of detail, it is uncertain as to what it was meant to represent. Christian asked for the viewers to give it high ratings so that he could later upload the uncensored version. Since the explicitness of this animation was against the rules of the program, it was removed in minutes, though watchful trolls managed to download a copy of it in time. Not long after, Chris hastily drew more clothing onto his characters and uploaded it again. This too was quickly taken down. He then made another version, which was the second iteration, but prefixed with a string of written statements. I want to note, the Romantic Labyrinth Flipnote is not inappropriate. The people are clothed. There is no violence. There is no flashing. I will not be deleted from trolls who falsely report my romantic fantasy and my straightness as a violation. Just so those dang
Straightness.
idiots can get away portraying me as a homosexual, which is wrong. Admins of FN Hatina who see my complaint here, please monitor all comments posted anywhere on FNH. It is very difficult to locate and block every single one, only to have them create new accounts only to continue trolling me like they've done so far. Please allow me to keep my account on FNH and allow my romantic labyrinth to stay as my own flipnote on the Hatina in the name of my right to speak of myself for myself and not be described by false rumors fabricated by the trolling stupid people. Thank you. Peace. Christian Weston Chandler. This version was removed quicker than the previous two. The next day, Christian made an animation in the style of Anaglyph 3D, inspired by another user's flipnote, on which he commented, gayness. This video impersonates 4 cartoon characters.
Autobots, transform and roll out. I'm Newt Webb. I'm a bomb of Newt.
Oh my god.
Stop in the name of the law. Sorry about that, Chief. I eat me spinach every day. And now for something completely different. It's Monty Python's Flying Elephants.
He also made a video tagging supposed female users on the site, asking for ratings if they thought he looked cute, based on the low-quality black and white photo provided, and it to be usable on Flipnote Studio. In addition to the Flipnote Hatina users, Christian tagged 2 past women in his life by their online usernames, The Wallflower and Jackie. This animation was also soon forcibly removed. He shortly closed comments for all his flipnotes, and followed up with a plain, silent, text-based effort explaining his reasoning. My apologies for deleting and disabling the comments on my flipnotes, but I am doing this to clear the slanderings from the trolls, all of whom are being ignored, and are not/will not be getting any attention at all, and to teach them that they all need to stop their harassments and reevaluate their lives for their benefit. No harm will be done. They need to understand that useless pranks at other people's expense and such misdemeanors are just that. Useless! It is not funny. Peace, Christian Weston Chandler. This too was promptly deleted due to his inclusion of his name. The recent flipnote that mentioned Jackie Romy encouraged the troll behind that persona to re-engage in email communications with Christian, at first angry with him for mentioning her, but after his reply, she calmed down and revealed that she sometimes thought of him, formally resumed chatting with him. On July 2nd, Chris re-uploaded most of his previously deleted flipnotes, including his sexually explicit Romantic Labyrinth. After these numerous violations, his account and Nintendo DSi were banned. Next day, Christian, under the guise of his own troll persona, Jenkins Jinkies, created an article on the Quickie called Coffee Place, which only vaguely referenced Bob and Chris Chandler, and mostly concerned Jinkies' opinions about a certain employee at a certain fast food establishment, with Chris writing in what he believed to be troll speech. Within this single fast food joint of the small town of Ruckersville, Virginia, Bobby goes for a morning coffee and breakfast most days of the week. Sadly though, on some of those days, along with other Sanor citizens who have been going there for years for their own early bird specials,
Yeah, that sounds exactly like what an internet troll would say.
Snooty employees, one of which, Amanda, is one of the part-time managers who gives her elders the coldest of shoulders. Amanda also really opens up for the black people. He would be most friendly to any of the black people. Uncle Ruckus would really kick the shit out of this bitch for not treating us white people with good kindness and respect. All of the Staynors who loyally come in for their daily morning bread would just itch for the chance to smack her ass and crack her china in due respect to the harassment she has butthurt unto them. Not much else is known about Amanda at the moment, but the Saynors have heard that she is a mother of 2, probably getting a daily butthurt from her every night. She is also assumed to be still married. I feel sorry for the dude who has to put up with that woman for the amount of time they've been married. It has been reported that Chrissy has been sighted there, but no photographs were taken, aside from the one above, of him inside the restaurant. Photographic evidence should be sent to quicksightings@hotmail.com. Also, feel free to show off to everyone around you at the time the fresh gay trucker photographs are taken. Users will be greatly rewarded with china and or pickles. Since this article contained no sources and an odd nomenclature, it was soon scheduled for deletion by administrators, assuming it was written by a wannabe troll pretending to be Chris. However, Jenkins Jinkies pleaded on the article's talk page not to delete it, and clarified that he was inspired to write the article because of a recent altercation between Chris, Bob, and the part-time manager at Burger King, Amanda, describing it as an eyewitness account from Jinkies' point of view. Fact, according to Christian, Bob encouraged Chris to troll her, resulting in the Coffee Place article. My family and I were there one morning a couple of weeks ago. My camera was screwing up with me, so I ended up with a photo of the front counter. I haven't been back for a while. Damn parents won't drive me back there, and I'm only 14. Robert
Oh
was
no, it's
shouting
almost
at Amanda,
over.
And eventually Chrissy joined in with an uproar so loud it would have awakened the dead. It was in response to Amanda harassing them that day. I asked around after Robert and Chris left, without my family taking notice of me. I can get away with anything within my reach. I'm the middle child of a set of 3 in my family. Sadly, we were only passing through that week on our way back from a visit with my grandma and grandpa in South Virginia. We live up in Boston. Being bullied as a freshman last year in my high school was no fucking picnic either, and I really loathe anyone who is even considered special. I'm special enough on my own for being invisible yet able to attract attention remotely with a mere thought or do nothing, and having to put up with the aggressiveness in my fucking family. I'm very much the mastermind in the family. My father is damned retarded. But enough about me. I hate Chris as much as the rest of you. Stopping the presses on his books and giving up his website. It still pisses me off. If I recall correctly, it was about 10:30 when the father and son duo left. So best bet is about 10 a.m. to try and intercept. I want to see Chris, if not both of them, squirm in torture from our trolling of him. I really want to see him blow his top off again. LOLs! Oh, and the windows at that place were tinted, so the photography would be best from inside the place. For the LOLs! Clyde's Cash came to Jinky's defense, knowing full well of his true identity. Even hinted that it might be a good idea if Chris interacted in some capacity with Amanda. As he distanced himself from YouTube, he began returning to his old tricks of attempting to attract women in public, and even though he claimed to not pay attention to trolls, he would continue coming back, proving that no matter how much his environment or the people around him, one thing that always stayed the same: Chris.
God damn, boy, we had part 28. 28! Jesus Christ. Okay. Goddamn. Okay, you're not Sly. I don't know why you would pretend to be a troll. You literally talk just like yourself, so I mean, it's kind of easy to pick up on that. You poor bastard. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. It's been a great 2019 with Chris Chan and Gino Samuel. Thank you, bro. I guess we will see each other in 2020 for the next episode, part 29. Oh, my boy. Oh, my boy. Oh, boy. All right. Peace out. Have a good day. My duck is bent.